This is Joseph Pulich. He's an artist here at Big Idea Studios. Today, he's going to show you how to draw LarryBoy. Be sure to get my good side.
What I usually do is just kind of do a line right smack dab in the center of where his body's going to be, and then start out with his body. Just keep it real loose, don't worry about anything. Usually arch him a little bit like that. I'm just using a marker right now. There we go, that looks pretty good, just like that. Give him a little attitude. This side is a little bit smoother and this one has a little more detail to it, a little more movement. So usually one side has more movement, one side is a little more simpler. We do this character quite a bit at Ronald McDonald House at Loyola Medical Center. The children love to draw LarryBoy. Okay, so all you have to do is draw a straight line like that, and that's going to be his mask. And the nose goes right smack dab in the center of his body and in the center of that line on both sides. So we got that, and now we're going to throw his eyes in. And since our characters don't have any moving hands or arms, the eyes are very important because that is going to convey most of the acting in our characters. So you have these eyeballs are going to go in there, and then the center of the eyeballs, the pupils are going to go like that. Now make sure you leave a little highlight in there. You could start to put a little bit more black in there. Just make sure you leave a little room for the eyeball highlight. And now let's define his hat a little bit more. And we're going to put his fin up on top. And now we're going to put in his suction cups on both sides. They come out a little bit. And once you draw that, and make sure that they're not perfectly straight, that you're kind of whacked out a little bit. That's one side. You can make one bigger, and then you can make this one here a little bit smaller. Just make sure they're not perfectly in line with one another. A little bit bigger, a little smaller over here. And now we put in his mouth, and he's always got to have a little smile to him. And his tooth. And just color that in. And you smooth that out a little bit. And give him a little bit more body over here. And we have to give him some clothes, little superhero clothes. And it's kind of a combination of Elvis Presley and a superhero. And then he's got his ties here like little buttons. And his big Elvis Presley belt buckle. LB, LarryBoy. Okay, now let's put a little detail in there like that. Makes it look like there's a belt. And if you give him a little shadow, and we're going to put a little background there. Make sure it continues. And you can put a little tower up here. And a couple of windows. And you have a whole city suggested in the background. And put your signature in there and you're all set.